So, what's going on YouTube? Doing this little video here, outside enjoying the sunshine. I had some people ask me some questions about, I actually had 3 people inbox me, PM me, whatever, messenger, about the HB Bronco, the motor ESC setup I have in it. So I've got some videos on there. I haven't really done any major update videos on that NII mod, so figured I'd break it down here, do a little short video for those people asking about it and get it posted up in case they're interested in watching it, because now I've got a lot of runtime on this NII mod in this Bronco, and I figured I was waiting on parts for it to get here. Just real quick, I ordered the brass knuckles, the steering pieces off of AliExpress for like 20 some bucks, because the aluminum parts are way more money for some reason than the brass, so I just went ahead and got the brass for it. And they got to New York City in like a week, and they have been sitting, I'm assuming, in whatever customs in New York for like 2 weeks. So the shipping from China was fast. Sitting in customs in the US, balls slow. So I can't blame them for that, because I see everybody always about AliExpress shipping from China. Well, this was US in a week. It's sitting in customs, so you know, I can't blame them for the slow shipping on that one. I just figured I'd give that little, you know, excerpt, because I see people, shipping from China takes so long. Well, it's not the shipping most of the time if you actually take the time and keyboard warrior yourself into the shipping locator and actually look. Half the time it's probably sitting in the US in the stupid customs place, because they're probably playing on their phone on Instagram instead of doing their damn job. But anyways, let's switch this back around and we'll talk about the NII mod. Alright, now that my little rant's over, suck it. This is what I'm running on for a battery in this system. This is a 4S, fits right in the battery tray up front here with the strap over it. It'll fit on a TRX4 too. It's a Ovonic 2200 130C milliamp, 14.8 volts. There you go, 4S. These batteries have been really well. I've got some runtime on, not this one. I've got a pack of 2. I'm kind of worried because now I can't find the one I've been running, so I dug the new one out of the box that's been in storage charge. Kind of worries me, but I don't want this battery sitting here in a direct sunlight, so we're going to set it under there. So what the system is I'm running here, you can see it's a 3542. This is the 1850 kV, and it is an outrunner. I've had this system, I've got 3 of them now. The first one I bought, you can go back and watch the, you know, kind of quick review videos I did of it. I did have some problems. Let me see if I can get this gimbal to work with me. And there's the ESC for it. I don't know if you can get down. It's getting down in there very well. You know, it's just your basically brushless outrunner with your, it's basically like the Rhino crawler kind of ESC. Comes with your program dongle, plugs into it, and then you use your PC to program it, and you can go right off the website on AliExpress. It gives you all the stuff to but that's what it looks like. It's a 3542. So now they sell a upgraded motor for this that's a little, I guess, the motor can size, like the 3542. I think they sell like a 30 something, and they say it'll make the ESC run cooler with that other outrunner. But here's the thing, these systems, when they came out, they were around $35. They have a 2250 kV and an 1850 kV. I have the 2250 in my hauler, and I'm running it on 4S, and it will straight scoot, and it'll super slow crawl. I'd highly recommend, if you're going to run it, it will run 2, 3, and 4S. Actually, I think it says in the instructions it'll run clear up to 6S. Definitely 6S is not needed for anybody that's watched that video on this. In second gear on 4S is insane. You know, it'll just wheelie up all day long, just bumping the throttle. Plus, it'll slow crawl. But it runs cooler on 4S than it does anything else. I've never tried it on 2S because I don't waste my time with 2S lipos on a crawler. You know, volt up, gear down. That's just a rule of thumb in the crawler world. You're better to go with the more voltage and then gear it down if need necessary, or in your parameter settings, whatever you're going to do. But this thing drops like 20 degrees in temperature on the ESC and the motor, just switching over to that 4S lipo. The 4S was this system, in my opinion, is just 4S is the go-to for it. It'll run 3S fine. So with that being said, everybody always says these outrunners, they don't, you know, water kills them and blah blah blah. And well, here's the thing. I've ran this thing so much, the tires are actually starting to get down on this now. The rubber's actually finally starting to kind of really soften up on this thing, because I've had them pizza cuttering with the 4S going on this thing. But these are starting to chunk out pieces of rubber on the tire. I'm going to run them until they're totally done. I want to see how far I can get out of a set of tires, because these are still working great. And these are the clone tires of the Tusk. These are the Fusk. But yeah, anyhow, back to the system. You know, I couldn't tell you how many hours of runtime on that system now. It has been, I don't know. It's just hours and hours and hours of runtime on it. I mean, I've taken this thing out and I've abused it. It's been, you know, WFO throttle pulls up and down the road up here, that video. Just, you know, it's been beat and abused. This whole truck has been, and it's taken it and asked for more. I've broken one steering knuckle. Okay, so real quick, my phone got hot. It's like 90 something out here today. So what I was saying is I have, you guys might hear pop-ups too. I don't know. I'm getting messages. But what I was saying is, there's been, I don't know how many 4S, 3S run through this thing. I mean, sometimes I go out trailing with this, and this battery will run me literally almost 3.5 hours in this system. The 3S batteries, you get about an hour and a half is what it's, unless you're ripping and tearing. So, you know, this thing's been out, I don't know, I've probably put 20 packs through it, maybe more. So that's the hours that's on this system, and it's lived underwater. The only problem you'll get with this system running in the water is you'll have to thermal or conformal coat your ESC board. I cut the casing off with a razor blade. The thermal tape that they use to put this heat sink down is trash. Everybody screamed, don't do it, don't do it. I have JB Quick Weld, and that's what I use to JB weld the heatsink to this ESC. Now, I don't want to listen to the comments, use paste, blah, blah, blah. I tried paste on one of my other systems. It will not hold. It just comes loose when you're running this thing in the crud and that shit. So, JB Weld, Quick Weld, on the heatsink right down. No shorts, no problems. It hasn't caused a single issue. JB Quick Weld. I've got 3 of these systems. All 3 of them are JB Quick Welded down. 20-something, 30 packs put through this. Not an issue. The JB Quick Weld hasn't fell off, hasn't caused any kind of issues, hasn't shorted anything out. That's what I'm using. Use whatever you want, but that's what I use. I had thermal tape. I tried some thermal tape. The thermal tape does not hold up. It starts getting wet, starts breaking loose. JB Quick Weld's what I used on that. And then I just went through here with conformal coating, and I just put a couple layers of conformal coating on the ESC to waterproof it. Has not shorted out a single time. I've submarined this thing. What happens is the water gets sucked up here in the motor as it's spinning, and it actually, like, not vacuum locks, but like hydro locks, and it can't spin because it's packed full of water. It's ran in the sand, it's ran in the mud. You guys can watch the videos. This is the system that was in this thing mudding. The mud is not hurted at all. There's no, you know, I clean this thing out. I spray it out with just WD-40, and then I blow it out with an air compressor, and I spray silicone PB Blaster. It's over here. It's right there. PB Blaster, silicone lubricant. I coat all my trucks with it, and I blow it off with an air compressor or a leaf blower. I spray it up inside the motor can. It hasn't hurt it. Motor runs smooth. You can hear it. There's no play in any bearings. This thing has lived in the flipping water like a submarine, like a boat. I mean, and I haven't had a single freaking issue with it. You just gotta conformal coat that ESC board. Same way you do with your receivers and stuff. You can get on AliExpress and buy a huge bottle of conformal coating, and it's cheap. I bought it for like $7, and I've done my buddies' receivers, my receivers, and all my trucks. Anything that's electronics, I conformal coat, and I never have a problem with them again. But this system is totally worth it. Now, you'll have to wait because of the orange orangutans tariffs. No offense to anybody out there, but with the tariff bullshit, this motor system combo went from like $35 to $40 shipped to your door in the US to around, and I'll put links for where I bought this from. If it'll still ship to the US, I'll put links. I haven't been putting links in videos where it pops up and says it won't ship to the US because of the bullshit. But the combo was $35-40. If you wait for the sale days, you can still get them from around, I think I seen them the other day for $42 shipped to your door. And for an Outrunner system, that's not bad. But now they're around 70, I think. And it's not, I wouldn't buy that for $70. I would just buy an 1800 2-in-1. But if you can get these for $35-40 all day long, 100% worth it, because they're 6S capable. And they're not bad systems. They're very smooth. They're a lot smoother on the 4S than they are the 3S. 3S, it'll get a little judder when you're really super slow crawling with it. It'll get a judder. It don't jitter, or it don't cog with the 4S batteries, I've noticed. I really think that system's more geared towards 4S, 6S. That's my opinion. You know, I'm sure there's going to be plenty of people that says I'm wrong. Don't really care. That's my experience with it. I've been running it for months, all summer, and beating the piss out of it all summer. So that's my experience with it. You can take it however you want to take it or leave it. But my phone's getting hot again. I just wanted to put this video together. I will put links for the batteries. They came from Amazon. They were cheap, $15 on a sale for 2. The system, I will put the cheapest link I can find. And like I said, it come from AliExpress. You can probably find this system somewhere else. I wouldn't pay any more than $50 for it. Because of $50, you might as well just put the extra money with it and buy an 1800 2-in-1. If you want to run up to 3S. If you want big power and you want to be doing stupid crap like I was doing, I would still probably buy this over the 2-in-1 if you want to do stupid crap on a budget. It's just give or take what you want to do with it, how you want to run it, because all the other Outrunner systems are ridiculously overpriced in my opinion. You know, I'm not paying all that money for those Holmes Hobbies. I'm not paying all that money for the Rhino Crawler. It's not going to do that much better than this does. This crawls perfectly fine. And on a sale for $35-40, I can go out there with any TRX4 or whatever, and this system will hang all day and do just as well as the other ones out there crawling or trailing. So from the RC Dungeon, that's a little iMod in-depth look, longer term review on this system for the guys that was asking from the RC Dungeon. Peace. Have a blessed day.